It's like gold dust. They hear me coming through your speakers.
Galv is one of those mappers that was way ahead of his time. If you look at most maps he made back in 2011, they seem like maps ranked yesterday. His work thrilled many people, mostly through genres like drum and bass, alongside general electronic music, but not limited to those. He loved music, and wanted to share it with the rest of the world, and mapping was his way of achieving this goal. He brought to the table plenty of consistently great mainstream music that was really welcomed with the saturation of J-pop and other maps of the kind back in the day, whilst also contributing his own share of Japanese songs. His work in the early times was well received by everyone, and they stand their ground even today. You can really appreciate the experience shown in his pattern craftsmanship and solid rhythm the moment you play his maps. It grips you from start to finish. A while back, he pioneered with maps like Gold Dust and others, free-form distance jumps that were driven by the music itself rather than any other constraints, loosening up the ranked rules and showing that you can go a bit crazy if you have the guts to control it. At the end of the day, one thing is for sure. His hard work galvanized the mapping scene and accelerated the meta style that is prevalent today, while also encouraging well-polished maps through the quality bar he raised. His mapping style includes some of the most satisfying triplets, usually paired with sliders in really fun ways. Fluid patterns that are smooth to play with the entrancing electronic beat line, makes you forget you're playing. Pretty wide jumps in most maps, but well fitting to the music. Short and erratic jumps in some of his maps that are really fun to land without any misses, despite the obvious difficulty spike during sections like those. Not an overabundance of streams, but when they are present, they are well deserved and invited from the music. Rhythm and hit sounds done flawlessly by the book. You feel like you are playing a rhythm game true and through. Q&A. When did you start mapping? A few months after I registered on OSU in 2010. What were the main reasons you got into mapping? Number one reason will always be sharing music I enjoy. Mapping has always been a mean for me to glorify a song. What do you hate the most about mapping? In contrast, what do you love the most about it? I don't think I hate anything about mapping. I often find in-depth hit sounding to be tedious work, but I respect people who do it. What do I love about it? I never got the opportunity to learn an instrument in my life, so I guess mapping makes for a good substitute. Any favorite mappers you admire? Why? Starrod Kirby has always been my favorite as a player. He made the most technically difficult maps at the time, and that was what I enjoyed playing the most. Mappers that influenced me at the time were him and Mafia Master. Special mention to LKS and Blue Dragon, Tief, and Faust. How did you learn mapping, and what were the most difficult aspects of developing your own mapping style? Finding my own style was difficult, hence why I started doing lots of symmetry-based maps because I couldn't make patterns on my own. I made Nightmare out of nostalgia, and it proved to me that symmetry wasn't a bad approach. If you were to give yourself mapping tips back when you first started, what would they be? The same I give anyone that asks me that question. Inspire yourself from other mappers. Go as far as to copy some of their patterns, then you'll end up developing your own stuff before you notice it. What do you think of the ranking process? What were the biggest hurdles you faced when ranking maps? I definitely think ranking maps got easier in recent times. It's always hard to rank when you're unknown and your first map is average at best. I guess I'll have to thank Glass for guesting on State Country. How do you feel knowing many mappers really admire your work, and some even try to copy your style? Makes me feel proud, to be honest. Can't say I have achieved a lot generally in my life, so knowing that I made an impact on some people in a game makes spending all that time on OSU all the more worthwhile. Where do you see yourself going into the future with the game and your mapping? I'll keep mapping because of reasons quoted in question number 2. That'll probably never change. As long as artists keep giving birth to music I love, I'll keep mapping. Notable ranked maps. Gold Dust. The map that started the wave of change. One nasty and addictive rhythm line and jumps that are all over the place. but never out of place. Nightmare. It may be titled a nightmare, and it does feel like a rush dream to me, as though you're little Alice in Wonderland, but I can't stress how great this map is to play and listen. The first map I've played that felt completely surreal and it stuck with me. Gorgeous symmetry. What I found. This one feels like a slow morning, where you can see the sunrise out the window from the bed you're trying to depart from. Something about this map draws you in and makes you want to stay more and more. One great electronic creation that soothes your soul. Invigorating experience. Fallen Angel. A superbly entrancing song with many parts, each of them with their different flavor and intensity. You just forget midway that you're playing a game and not dancing. One of those maps that you lose yourself in. Mission ASCII. A seamless stream of circles paired with a godlike electronic piece. Tons of fun to land all the short jumps. Chosai Kenbo Sengen. A map from Galv's dark past, but one that is so disgustingly fun to play. If you play this map, you'd be surprised it wasn't ranked yesterday. The map is from 2011. 2011! Great unranked maps. Breezes. A song that has the role to renew your soul through its beauty and clarity. A sublime D&B experience that leaves you smiling from beginning to end. There are no words. Beautiful Lies. An electrifying D&B piece that pierces your veins and rides through your bloodstream. Its addictive nature will make you want to come back for more of its liquid patterns and entrancing vocals. Timeless. Time has a special place in our lives, and what defines us is what we do with the time we're given. Yet during our journey, there are things in life that simply feel timeless, and this song lets you discover those hidden keys. A D&B experience like no other that just soothes the soul. Won't You Stay? Another one of those maps that brings the person dearest to you closer, regardless of distance. This experience surfaces a slew of emotions, such as sorrow, longing, and regret. And it does that all in a silky smooth D&B coding. Not a unique experience, just your standard musical medicine. Nagasaki. A rhythm that comes to life and blows up in your face. Just try it out, it's toxic. Sound in Motion. Godlike jumps for the junkies out there. The rhythm gets injected straight into your veins. Notable collabs. Durr. One of the first maps Galv made that helped him solidify his style after he copied Mafia Master. It's a great play, even today, and the song carries it well. Drive Me Crazy. Guilty pleasure music, rhythm, patterns, everything. Mind in Motion. One liberating experience that sets you free from your worries and leaves you to explore the music with your imagination. Snake Eyes. Probably one of Galv's most successful guest difficulties. It's one map that has no flaws and plays without a hitch. Really enjoy the electronic song mixed through the patterns.